Hello world and welcome to the Dispositions of Petty Pinky Smiffa, and I am your host, Petty Pinky Smiffa. When in doubt, you gotta stick that pinky out. Ain't that right, Bella? Ain't that right? She got her pinkies out, you can't even see them. Sometimes you gotta stick two pinkies out just to let them know how fancy you are. Hey, I'm double fancy out here. And today's the second episode, and we're gonna be talking about finding peace and getting rid of these toxic people about our lives, And I don't want to sound like a guidance counselor, but I just want to motivate people to live their lives, because we only have one. We're not Super Mario out here. After it's over, that's it, y'all. That's all, folks. That's all she wrote. And so I just want, because for me, it took a while. Like, I'm still trying to find peace, but it took a while for me to just tell myself, like, hey, no matter what your family or your friends or what anybody thinks, you got to find your peace for you. And even though I'm homeless right now, I'm still happier than I would. Man, it's crazy. I used to live with one of my roommates. Speaking of toxic friends, I used to live with one of my roommates about a year and a half, 2 years, or one of my closest friends. I used to live with him about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And his name was Chad. We're not going to put anybody's real name on blast, but his name was Chad. And, man, Chad was like real narcissistic and a gaslighter. Sometimes I feel like I do that. But I feel like I get those traits from being around people like that. And it's like, you got to catch yourself, because nobody wants to be that way. Well, I hope not. But at the same time, as long as you're comfortable in your own skin, that's none of my business. But for me, I just had to get rid. I would try to do, like, just record a video just like this, and then he sit there and call me weird. I'm weird for what? Want to do something? Okay, even if I am weird, like, I know I'm a little different, but don't the tone. It's not the word. It's just the tone that people say stuff sometimes, and he would just be like, "Man, you weirdo!" Like, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but when you get called that so much, it's like, dude, like, you start to question yourself. You know what I'm talking about? And so I got away from that friend, and then I have two stories I tell. Okay, the first one is about two of my friends. We're gonna call them Lorenzo and Tate. Lorenzo and Tate, we grown up together in the neighborhood. Neighborhood of Old Hickory, Tennessee, and we grew up there, and we would do hood rat shit, and we'd ride around popping ecstasy and Xanax, listen to Lil Boosie and Gucci Mane, and man, sometimes I ain't no telling what we might do. We might hit a lick on you, you could call us the Green Goblins, because we'll come take your marijuana. And not that I'm proud of that, but it's just like, that's just what we did at the time. And over the years, we kind of just split apart. And I know y'all are like, man, you crazy, dude. But we just split apart. And about a year ago, I went to my friend Lorenzo's house, and I seen him at a gas station. And I was like, man, I just wonder how he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And me, myself, personally, I did used to pop, like I said, Xanax and ecstasy. But it's like, how long do you want to do that stuff for? And so I went to my friend Lorenzo's house about a year ago. And I get over there, and we're hanging out. We're watching the Tiger King, and he begins to pull something out, and next thing I know, this fool's snorting pills beside me. And I'm sorry, I don't get down like that. I smoke my weed, and I don't know what he was snorting, and I don't think it was no powder, because about 45 minutes later, this fool passed out in the cereal. And dude, and I hate to be so hard on people, but it's like, do we wait for people to overdose before we say anything? And I kind of had some stuff to say about it, and next thing I know, he wants to beat my ass about it. So I don't go around Lorenzo, you know what I'm saying? And I love him, but I can't have that shit around me. And I have another friend named Tate that we linked up about 2 weeks ago, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm proud of him. I am really proud of him. He has turned his life around, and the fuck is that? Goddamn Harley Davidson out there, ain't it? I don't know if y'all can hear that, but geez, Man, dude about to go down. Meet up with the Sons of Anarchy, ain't he? Jesus. But Tate, he's doing really good. And I just talked to him earlier today. But Lorenzo, I seen him at a gas station about a couple months ago, and he said he wanted to beat my ass just because I called him a junkie bitch. But I'm sorry to have tough love on people, but do we just wait for them to overdose? Bella, it's cool. It's cool. But I'm just saying, do we? And I know some people might get mad at me for what I'm about to say, but it's like this. The week of Thanksgiving, I had 2 people I went to school with overdose. And if you love them, you wait for them to die before you say anything? I mean, really. Man, I hate to sound that harsh, but we got it. Like, this fentanyl shit is getting out of hand. But people will see their friends do this and then just not say anything about it. And then when they die, they want to be at their funeral. Man, I'm going to tell y'all now, if y'all see me doing some bullshit, y'all better holler at me and tell you, hey, Smiffa, what you doing? You need to get your shit together. And I do need to get my shit together. And that's why I'm talking about getting rid of toxic people out of my life. Because even family, dude. I feel like so many people will not live their life to please their parents or to please whoever, their aunt, or just anybody in their family might have an opinion about what somebody... Say if you want to start music at 40 years old, it is never too late to start anything. Zach Galifianakis, he didn't start peaking until he was about 40. Steve Harvey, I mean, he was about 36. And that fool been on TV my whole life. And guess what else? Steve Harvey looks the same. He'll look no different. And also, Macho Man Randy Savage really didn't even peak in his wrestling career till he was 40. So, it's never too late to start anything. And yes, I have some notes in front of me because I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to me. One other story I want to talk about real quick before I kind of end this. If you're a youngin', if you're out here gangbanging with the Crips and the Bloods and the Gangster Disciples, really think about it, okay? Because I'm about to tell you a story about me and my friend Kane. God rest his soul. He had overdosed on methadone, and that's what I'm talking about. And I didn't even know he was doing methadone. I used to pop ecstasy with him, but I didn't know he was on methadone. Some people might be like, how am I just so open to talk about this stuff? But it's like, man, when you have your mom commit suicide at 15, you kind of become numb to a lot of stuff pretty early. And whenever I lose somebody now, it's hard for me to even grieve. Just because I've understood that death is just a part of life. And, if you are grieving about somebody, just remember the good times. Because they don't want you down here sad. They want you down here living your life. And, but I'm going to tell you a story about me and my friend Kane, related to gangbanging. And, like I said, we used to do some hood rat shit. But me and my friend Kane, we used to listen to Lil Wayne and Gucci Mane. And, we used to want to be Bloods. And, we knew a couple Bloods. And they said, you can be affiliated with us and we'll see if you're down to get put down. And, one time, me and Kane went to this, some of y'all might be familiar, but a pizza buffet called Cece's Pizza. And we were leaving the Cece's Pizza, and as we were leaving, a group of MS-13 or Sureños had passed us, a Mexican Crip gang. And they were wearing all blue, and of course we were wearing all red. And as we're passing each other, the Sureños or the MS-13s, I don't even know, the gang, the ops had said blue life, and I could tell they had the blicky. But I try to keep going. I ain't gonna lie, I try to just, hey, I ain't worried about this. There's about 5 of them. There's 2 of us. And my homeboy Kane just started throwing up gang signs. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. And I told him, I said, bro, there's 2 of us. There's 5 of them. And I know they got the strap. And Man, we pull off, we leave the parking lot, and I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking that they're still going in the restaurant, the pizza buffet. And we get to the first red light when we leave up out that motherfucker. And don't you know, when we leave up out the parking lot, and don't you know they pull up beside us in a black Tahoe or a black SUV, and they roll the window down. We're in a Mustang. And don't you know, I just look over and I see a barrel in my face, and that dude shoots off. And we were in a Mustang, one of the newer Mustangs at the time. And in between the windows, there's a little metal bar. And don't you know the bullet got caught in the metal bar, and I had my seat back? Like, that shit could have hit my head. And that day, after that day, that's when I said, I am not built for this shit. And I don't think I ever claimed that shit ever again. And I suggest you think about it, because it's not worth it. You banging a color for somebody you don't even know? And I still got some friends that gang bang, and I love them. And, man, y'all just, man, be safe out there, y'all, because I love y'all. And I love everybody. The way I am is I love everybody, but I hate people. Because, man, some of y'all are stupid. And so am I. So this has been pretty much it. And I also just want to say to anybody that is trying to please their parents, or that doesn't feel like that feels too emotionally attached, just look at it like this. Man, you don't see animal, like, look, Bella right here. Bella, she got family. But you don't see her out here trying to please them. And I know y'all probably like, that's a weird way to put it, but we ain't nothing but mammals. We ain't nothing but mammals. And we ain't asked to be here. And honestly, it sounds bad, but people wouldn't know to love their parents unless they were taught that. So I'm not trying to say just don't listen to your parents, but at the end of the day, it's just you. And it's you when you go to sleep. And everybody's not here forever. Think about this. Think if you live your whole life trying to please somebody, and then they just pass away. And then all of a sudden, here you are feeling like you just wasted your life. We don't get another one. We do not get another one. And I'm sorry my first couple episodes are kind of personal, but after it's just like pretty much just like folding laundry, you know? We just got to get some stuff put away first. Let's get the towels put away. And then we can, I don't know. Then we can, I guess, put the clothes back on. I don't know. But anyway, sorry if this episode, man, I'm not sorry for shit, to be honest. When in doubt, you stick that pinky out.